So the protein shakes would also be another good option for those of you who don't cook. You can buy the pre-made shakes. Make sure they are under 170 calories, which most of them are, so that's fine. Low sugar, low carb. Frozen veggies are great. Just keep them in the refrigerator. You can pop them in the microwave whenever you need them. I sometimes like to saute them in the pan. You can do that as well. 5-minute rice is absolutely amazing. It's super quick. You put it right in the microwave or you do it on the stovetop, and literally you have a complex carb in minutes. Also, you can microwave sweet potatoes, and you could also have bread as an option for a carb if you don't feel like cooking. I want to talk about some healthy, clean eating recipes. So one thing you can do if you're unsure of, what to make, you can check out my Instagram under highlights. There's clean eating ideas where you guys can definitely get some meal inspo. I always like to check on Pinterest. I look up clean eating meal recipes. And then if there's something in the recipe that I know I can't have on my diet, I just eliminate it and I follow the recipe as is. When I add you to our accountability group, there are a lot of women who've been doing my challenge for months. So definitely feel free to ask a question in the group if you're not sure what to have for dinner one night, or if you want like a meal prep option for lunch. Be creative. I want you guys to have fun with this. Remember, during the next 21 days, this is pretty much a detox period. You guys are completely detoxing your body from sugar, from cheat meals, from basically the food that you've been typically eating. You're also kind of detoxing yourself from overeating, which is a big problem when it comes to losing weight. And that is actually the number one reason that people do gain weight is from overeating. So definitely utilize the accountability group and ask away. I want you guys to also be careful when it comes to cauliflower anything. So I bring this up because a lot of girls in the past who have done my challenge have mentioned, oh, I purchased like gnocchi, cauliflower. I can't wait to have this. It is all fake. I promise you, if you start to check the labels on the cauliflower pizza or the cauliflower gnocchi that they have in Trader Joe, it is all potato starch and it is very little cauliflower. The only thing that I have found that is true to be cauliflower is the rice. So the rice is real. It's cauliflower. Sometimes they add peas or carrots or mushroom, and that's okay as well. So be careful with all of those gimmicks for cauliflower anything. Now I'm going to get into some of the brands I use. So I noticed I mentioned some things earlier and some of you probably didn't know what it was. So I'm going to show you guys some of the brands I use in my daily diet that help me to be successful and stay on track. So the first thing is 647 bread. So this is what it looks like. I buy it in ShopRite. I've seen it in Walmart. I've seen it in Stop and Shop. I'm sure there's other ones that are similar, but the reason why I use this bread is because 2 slices of 647 bread equates to 1 single slice of whole wheat. So you can have more. And they also come with hamburger buns. So like when I have my turkey burger for lunch or my chicken burger, I like to use the 647 hamburger buns as well. G. Hughes brand. So this is G. Hughes. I'm obsessed with him. Hold on, let me get this right. There we go. I am absolutely obsessed with him. He makes sugar-free sauces. And I like to put these on top of my meals to give it more flavor. So if I have a turkey burger, I like to have some honey mustard sauce with it because we are not having cheese. So I put my red onion, my lettuce, tomato, and a little bit of honey mustard sauce. There's only about 10 calories per tablespoon. So I usually just put a tablespoon. And he also makes a sweet chili sauce. He makes barbecue sauce. If you want to make barbecue chicken, definitely check him out. I found mine in ShopRite, and they also have it in Walmart. Quick oats. So for the morning, you guys know I love my oatmeal. This is what I use. So you could use any oatmeal that's plain. So don't buy like the flavored oatmeals, the ones that are like apple cinnamon or whatever. that is loaded with sugar. You want to get plain. There is no sugar in this, plain oats. And then you can always sweeten it yourself. You could put stevia, you can put cinnamon. I like to sometimes put a little bit of pumpkin spice. And I also have my oatmeal with protein because I don't always have time to make eggs. This is the protein powder that I use. So I like to use Quest because it's really low in calories, it's low in carbs, and it's there's no sugar in it at all. So I love Quest. This is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I found mine on Amazon. So protein bars I want to talk about. I don't usually recommend protein bars because they're super high in calories, even more so than the powder protein. So like I have come across like the Quest protein bars are anywhere from 180 calories to 100 to 200 calories, whereas the powder is only 110. So usually on my plans, I recommend having a protein shake. So you can use either a powder and you can mix it with water or almond milk and blend up your shake. You could even put some fruit in there if you want. I always love doing that because it keeps me feeling full even longer. But if you're on the go, you can buy like the pre-made protein shakes. And just a little tip for those of you who are like devastated about the coffee creamer, I use a little bit of this in my coffee and it's amazing. So I would definitely use this or the nut milk in your coffee as an alternative to your regular coffee creamer. Liquid aminos. So I mentioned liquid aminos. For those of you who don't know, it's a soy sauce alternative. This is what it looks like. It's made by Bragg, and you can find it in any food store. Tastes just like soy sauce. So usually when I make my ground turkey or my chicken, I like to drizzle a little bit of this over, and it's guilt-free. I want to talk about the ACV, the apple cider vinegar. So I recommend, I have that every morning. I do a shot right before I chug my first bottle of water. So there's so many benefits to ACV. It helps with digestion. It helps rev up your metabolism. It's really beneficial for yourself and your body and for weight loss. It helps with, your appetite and cravings. So I use the regular one. A lot of women in my challenge say this is a little strong, and I get it because you're taking it straight up. But I want you to remember something. This is 0 calories. There's literally no calories in here. So some girls in my challenge have taken the Goli gummies, the apple cider vinegar gummies. I want you to be aware you have to take anywhere from I think it's from, I don't know because I haven't taken it, but I think it's anywhere from 3 to 5 gummies a day. And I think each gummy is 5 calories. So be aware, that's extra calories you're now putting in your diet. Another thing you could do with this is you can mix it with your water and then chug it if you don't want to take it straight, if it burns. But remember, when you're taking something processed, there's always going to be calories as opposed to the natural thing. I want to talk about the tea that I drink. So after dinner, this is like the biggest thing that I struggled with when I first really started changing my eating habits, was eating after dinner, because I had such a horrible habit. I know most of us do. We sit on the couch at night and we just want popcorn, we want chocolate, we want sweets. I found that drinking a cup of tea has been super helpful in preventing me from putting things in my mouth. So I always recommend a cup of tea. Chamomile tea is really good for sleeping. For those of you who have trouble, like maybe going to sleep, you have bad habits of staying up, or you have insomnia, maybe certain stressors that keep you awake at night. Chamomile tea is amazing, or the Sleepy Time. So I like this one. It's Sleepy Time Vanilla, and it's decaf, of course, and it just kind of helps relax me, and I have it with a little stevia at night. I also said the Skinny Hot Cocoa, so I'm going to share that with you for those of you who have like the chocolate cravings. So I found this on Amazon, and it's only 20 calories per tablespoon. This is the brand. It's called Skinny Hot Chocolate. So at night when I'm craving like the chocolate and I know I'm not supposed to be eating after dinner, I have this Nomu I'm sorry, no mousse skinny hot chocolate, and I have it with just hot water. You could also have it with almond milk, but literally the water is just fine and it tastes great. So I want to talk about water and sleep. Now that we have officially gone through the meal plan and the foods you can have and all the sauces and accessories you can dress your food up with, I want to talk about water intake. So we should be having a gallon of water a day, which is equivalent to 8 bottles of water. So some people, they're very shocked by this. They're like, I can't have 8 bottles of water. It's impossible. I'm going to recommend you drink the water this way because it'll really help with it. So a bottle of water as soon as you wake up, one before every meal, and then you just have 3 waters in between to kind of have maybe after your workout, have in between, your activities during the day. The reason why water is so important on top of everything you're eating is because water is essential for fat loss. We lose most of our body fat through our urine, through urination. So we need to be drinking water to be flushing it out. So have that as a goal, 8 bottles of water a day. If you don't want to be waking up in the middle of the night, try and get your bottles done early so you don't have to worry about it. Okay? It's also going to help you feeling full. A lot of the time when we feel hungry, it's not because we're actually hungry, but it's because we are dehydrated. Sleep is super important. So we need to be sleeping anywhere from 7 to 10 hours a day for weight loss. So sleep is when our body kind of burns a lot of calories as well. I know some of us maybe struggle with this. Hopefully the tea can help. If you have kids like I do, I know you're going to have, sleepless nights where your kids are up or something happens, and that's okay. As long as, you're sleeping for the most part on a consistent basis, developing a healthy sleep routine. Okay, I want to talk about the workout guide. So you guys are going to notice you're working out 6 days a week. Not really. You're working out 3 days a week, and then we're doing light cardio the 3 other days. So these workouts that I put on this list are for anywhere from beginner to intermediate. There's 3 days of strength training. You are going to need a resistance workout band. If you're not sure which one to get, you can check out the highlights on my Instagram under Amazon Finds. And I took a picture of the one that I used for my first 21-day challenge. And then there's 3 days of cardio. It could even be walking. The point is, I want you girls to move your body. And with the resistance band, it's perfect because it's basically you're using your own body weight. So when we get into different phases, which is going to be like the next step up, I will start introducing the dumbbells and all that stuff. But for my first 21-day challenge, I used a resistance band. And I used my body weight and I built a lot of lean muscle mass and I burnt a lot of calories. So these are the exact plans that I use, the exact workouts that I did on top of 3 days of cardio. And the cardio could be anything. It could be walking, it could be biking, it could be jogging, it could be running at the gym if you want to do intervals on the treadmill, if you want to do the elliptical, whatever it is, get that cardio in for your 3 days a week. All right, so last thing, tips for when you're hungry or you have a sugar craving. I love my flavored water. So this even helps with your water intake. I get really bored drinking 8 bottles of water a day, so I use these flavored water enhancers. They're 0 calories. They make your water taste amazing, and I always chug a bottle of water. Next thing is watermelon, cantaloupe, berries, cucumbers, a pack of 100-calorie nut bags. They sell them. This is if you're feeling hungry in between your 3 to 4 hour gap, or you can have a cup of coffee or even decaf coffee or tea. That always helps me with my appetite when I don't feel full, but I know that I have had enough. How will this get you to lose weight? So this plan is geared to put you in a calorie deficit, which is the biggest factor in getting anyone to lose weight. The healthier your foods are, the more you can have of it. I hope this answered a lot of your questions that you ladies might have. I am always available to reach out to if you need anything, and I wish you girls the best of luck. Talk to you soon.